Alright, now that we're down in the northern desert, as you can see over on the left side, that is where we need to go in order to access the Silent Realm. Alright, thank you, Fee, for another useless bit of dialogue. Alright, there it is. Oh man, how much I hate doing Silent Realms, but you gotta do what you've got to do. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I am Dr. Horrible, and now you're part of my sing-along blog. I was definitely playing faster than that ring was pulsating. And that's what you get when you're musically trained for 14 years and you start to notice the small things that might bother you. That might not bother other people, but I don't know, it bothers me. Apparently being offset, you kind of play in time. That does not work in the musical world. Thrust your sword into the center of the mark and open the way to the Silent Realm. Do I have to? Ugh, that sound just makes me feel like, ugh. Great. Where the forest Silent Realm dealt with green tears, we're now going to collect yellow tears. It doesn't make sense because the song we learned has blue mist, so wouldn't they be blue tears? Be blue tears? I don't know what I'm saying. Yellow tears. Let's go with yellow tears, because that's what they are. Master Link. As you know by now, I cannot... If I know this by now, why are you telling me? If you don't know this by now, we're in a Silent Realm. And if you didn't know that we're in a Silent Realm, if you didn't know you're playing Legend of Zelda, you're playing Legend of Zelda. Pro tip right there. When your vessel is full, your spirit will grow and you'll be entrusted with a new power by the goddess. Do you have any questions? No, I don't. Yes, Master. Master, I'll await your return in the outside world. Alright. So the first tier that we want to grab is the one right ahead of us. Unfortunately, there's a guardian right there, so you're going to have to dash for it. Don't worry, the guardian will not catch you. It's kind of a jerk move for the developers to put two tiers, or like the closest tiers to you, pretty far away from you at the onset. Because the other tier that you could probably get as a first... The first tier that you could probably get as the first one is over here. Unfortunately, there's another guardian up there, so you're technically running closer to the guardian than you are with the other one. I mean, it's kind of a jerk move, but regardless, either one's probably the best one to grab first. I'd like to go with the one on the staircase because I feel it's actually closer to me, and also I don't have to deal with the stand mechanics. Yes, there is quicksand here, and unfortunately the map that you're traversing on in the desert right now is the non-modified version, like the desert that you found the first time you came here. So the secret passages that you've opened up the first time you were here, they're not open right now. So, you're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So the strategy for this Silent Realm, I personally like to grab all the tiers around this circular base, which is the Nayru mining facility. There's a guardian up here, don't worry about it, there's no watcher. There's also a Dusk Relic, so the Dusk Relics in this place, they are much harder to find, and they're also in harder to reach locations. If you want to grab all the Dusk Relics, I highly suggest you collect all the tiers first, and then you go for the Dusk Relics. Reasons being, you don't want to run out of time just looking for a Dusk Relic and then have to dash to the nearest tier. Unfortunately, these tiers are harder to grab, and some of them are in kind of troubling areas, so yeah, don't push yourself on this one. More like, don't force yourself into a poor situation. Just think through this one methodically. And it's kind of funny that you have to think through this methodically because this is the Silent Realm for wisdom. Alright, so I think I've collected all the tiers around this circular area. I wish there was a light bead somewhere that I can just see where all the tiers are right now. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to head over to this area that's at the entrance of the, not the dungeon, the entrance of the desert. So the area where we saved Scrapper, or not Scrapper, that one robot. So up here we want to push this cart, grab this tier. The majority of the tiers, besides being around the Nayru mining facility, are actually at the entrance of the desert. The entrance that comes from the mines. So yeah, over there. Yep, the place that's crawling with watchers. Yeah, it's kind of a jerk move again. But anyway, you want to run up this crate. And it's really hard to run up this one. I know I've had problems with it before. I don't know how I grabbed onto it that time. Alright, make sure you don't fall or else you'll have to redo all this jumping and platforming. Alright, so now we have half of a vessel full, which actually is pretty good. Let's grab this light bead. Alright, so there are a couple tiers over there. The reason why you want to head over here before you go back there to grab the tiers, I'm trying to make my way back around to the start of the Silent Realm. It just makes it easier once you're done with it, so you don't have to worry about all these watchers here. If you end up finishing your light vessel in this area, there is a good chance that you will be caught by one of the watchers, and you will have to really think about how you're going to make it back to the entrance, because this spot right here is at the complete opposite side of where the entrance to the Silent Realm is. Yeah, so think wisely about this. I don't want to say that my method's the best, but it's pretty darn good. And working your way around. If you do get caught by one of the watchers here, don't worry about it. There's a tier right ahead of you, so in a way, it's actually probably in your best interest to just get the tier uninhibited by the watchers. Just get caught by the watchers and just make a dash for the tier. Alright, here we want to head back over to where the beads are. There are no more light tiers on this side, so just walk slowly, follow the trail of beads, or light beads. Now here, there's going to be a watcher, and both watchers will try to track you. If you dash away from them, they won't follow you past this point, so you have to be quick there, otherwise it's not that bad. Alright. 5 tiers left, and this Silent Realm's going pretty well. I'm surprised. There's a tier over there. Let's grab this light bead just to see where everything else is. Alright. Now these 2 tiers here, one of them is really easy to get, and the other one is a pain in the ass. So this one here, there's waking water that's pulsating by this cart. So once the waking water is gone, start pulling like the cart and don't stop. If you do it immediately, you actually won't get caught by the waking water most of the time, and for some reason I did not get caught there, so that's a good thing. But if you do get caught, make sure you just keep on pulling the minecart all the way to the end, then move back a bit, dash up the minecart, and just grab the tier. If you do get flustered a bit, that's not a good thing, because there is a guardian right behind you. So just try to keep calm, try to keep your cool. I mean, it's kind of hard to say keep your cool, especially in this nerve-wracking place. But anyway, so 3 tiers left. And the remaining tiers, they're actually not hard to get. 2 of them, or like at least one of them, requires a little bit more strategy than the other ones, but luckily one of them is really easy to grab. And if we actually follow the trail of the beads, starting from, not there, but from that bead over there, I mean that tier, we'll work our way around back to the start of the trial gate. So, yeah. Yeah, so there's 1 tier here. Alright. 2 more. And here's a Dusk Relic. It's pretty easy to grab this one, so if you want to grab it now, just grab it. It's better than having to work your way back around to that spot. Unlike in the Farron Woods, there aren't that many Dusk Relics in this area, so the ones that I'm going to be grabbing are the ones that I know of. I don't know if there are any more, but anyway. Make sure you do wait before you grab onto this, or walk onto the sledge. This watcher will spot you, and if they do, you have to work your way back around. Now here, this is the hard one that you have to worry about. There's a guardian down by the tier over there, and if you do happen to get caught by the watcher behind me, then you're in trouble because then you have to run past the Guardian. It's not a good thing. And then once you get the tier, make sure you just get off that platform as quickly as you can. And you will make it. You can make it onto this platform. Just be careful of the sink sand, because that's where you're going to be walking onto. Alright, so 1 tier left, and it's not that bad to get. It's actually pretty easy. Even though there is a Watcher and there's a Guardian right next to you, it's not that bad. Oh, there are 2 Guardians. Never mind. It's still not that bad. This Watcher here, he's actually pretty bad at catching you. He doesn't even really notice if you dash by and look. He didn't even, like, turn around. Yeah, this Watcher, he has, like, a really set path to it. I mean, some of the Watchers, I think, like, the Watchers that stand still, they will notice you if you run past them. Others that are, like, actually on a moving pattern, they won't notice you as often. I think that's what happens, but anyway. So, now that we've collected the vessel, we don't have to worry about time, and now I can just go freely about, explore this area, and find all the Dusk Relics that I know of. So, there is 1 Dusk Relic over there. I should not have done that. Please don't die. Yeah, there's a problem here. If you do die from the quicksand, you will have to start all over again. So just be careful. That's my advice. Just be very, very careful. Don't die once you've collected all the tiers. If you really don't care about Dusk Relics, then I suggest just finish the Silent Realm. Just finish it. It's much better to just take the loss of not getting the Dusk Relics and then having to redo all this work, especially if you collected all the tiers. But anyway, I know there are more Dusk Relics in this area than the ones I'm going to collect, but I feel like you don't really need that many after collecting almost all of them from the Farron Woods Silent Realm. You really don't need too many Dusk Relics, period, in this game, in order to upgrade all the stuff that you need to upgrade. So, I think we have 6 right now. That's 7. There are 2 more than I know of. So, let's go grab those and then I'll be done. It's actually quite peaceful once you finish the Silent Realm. It actually feels pretty good to just like walk around in this place, not have to worry about all the Watchers. Because I mean, most of the Watchers are just basically back there at the entrance. Or the desert entrance, so yeah. Anyway, here's the 9th Dusk Relic. And I'm sure there are more, as I've said before. Only like a minute ago or so. But anyway, that's it. The Silent Realm Wisdom Trial, Nayru's Wisdom Silent Realm, whatever it is done, and for all that work we get the friggin' Clawshots. Yes, the best. Oh, I love these things. I was so happy to find out that the Double Clawshots were going to be in this game, and man, they are so well utilized in this one. Alright, what a wonderful item for completing a Silent Realm. Anyway, now that we've got the Clawshots, we get to use them and collect some goodies.